throughout the time here. So want to welcome everybody. And I want to let you know that this meeting is being recorded and or transcribed. So everything you say will be, no, no, anyway, I always think that's funny. But anything you say can and will be used against you. But anyway, hey, glad everybody is here. Appreciate you jumping on the call today and on the Teams meeting. I'm sorry I cannot be on the Teams app today. I'm traveling, but I'm glad to be here, at least on the phone. And Lori, who is our vice chair, is going to be leading our meeting today. I appreciate all the efforts and things and time that she puts in to helping pull all these together. She's been a very critical and integral part of pulling these things together. So, but my name is TJ Watkins. I'm with Enterprise Holdings. We operate Enterprise Rent-A-Car, National Alamo, and all that. So I'm your chair. And if you ever if there's anything that I can ever do for you, please feel free to reach out, contact me. But Lori, I'm just going to turn it over to you and kind of just let you take off with the meeting.
Thank you, TJ. You know, as TJ said before, please use this as an opportunity to meet and connect with people within the ring and outside of our meetings that we have. And if you need any contact information, feel free to reach out to me and I'll get that over to you. Again, everybody, welcome to the call. I wanted to check to see if Miss Stacy Peters, are you there?
I am here. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much. So I'm trying to think. We are, TJ, do we have any leadership updates right now? Because I know right now, since our Dominique.
You want updates from CVMS DC?
Well, not right now. I was just wondering if we had any leadership updates for this. So I'll go straight for the minutes and approvals. Right now, we don't have any at this moment, and really, there's, from my understanding, our last meeting was February 23rd. We don't have anything that requires for approval. And if all of you all are in agreement with that statement, then we can consider that adopted and proceed. So next will be our introduction of our speaker. So we have over 20 years of experience in the finance industry. Stacy Peters currently serves as the Chief Financial Officer for Savannah River Nuclear Solutions in Aiken, South Carolina, overseeing the financial operations for a contract generating over $1.7 billion in annual revenue. Stacy started her career in the manufacturing industry, where she spent 10 years working for a cabinet manufacturer, serving as a finance manager. She then moved to the government sector, working for 2 contractors over a 10-year period at the DOE site in Piketon, Ohio, where she gained broad experience in various facets of the government contracting. She served in various roles, including payroll manager and controller, before ultimately serving as CFO and deputy director of business services. Stacy holds a bachelor's degree in accounting from the University of the Rio Grande, and she currently resides in Aiken, South Carolina with her husband and 3 children. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Stacy Peters.
Thank you very much. And if it's okay, I will attempt to share my presentation with you.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Please let me know if you are not able to see that. So good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for having me. As a female and mother of 2 daughters, I am especially thrilled to have the opportunity to speak to you during Women's History Month. I want to delve into the history a little bit, looking at women who've paved the way in the accounting and finance professions, take a look at some of today's trailblazers, and then also cover for you some of the top trends in the accounting and finance industry. Just a little bit of background on Women's History Month. Every year, March is designated Women's History Month by presidential proclamation. The month is set aside to honor women's contributions in American history. In 1980, a consortium of women's groups and historians successfully lobbied for national recognition. In February 1980, President Jimmy Carter issued the first presidential proclamation during the week of 1980 as National Women's History Week. Subsequent presidents continued to proclaim a National Women's History Week in March until 1987, when Congress passed Public Law 100-9, designating March as Women's History Month. The trend for women in business is growing, certainly. Mentorship programs are helping pull women up further than ever before. At the same time, women are pulling together and creating their own networking, conferences, and meetups, but we still have a ways to go. While many organizations have committed to diversifying their leadership, there is still much progress to be made. As of the end of 2018, there were 19 male CEOs for every female CEO and more than 6 male CFOs for every female CFO. Studies have shown that having a diverse workforce has a positive impact to a company's bottom line. Within the accounting and finance profession, there's a myriad of opportunities, anything from auditors, public accountants, management consultants, tax accountants, financial analysts, controllers, CFOs, financial managers, forensic accountants, bookkeepers, bankers, investment managers, and the list goes on. And women have certainly played a critical role in the advancement in this industry for us, and it has definitely led to a lot of the opportunities that we have today. So I want to go through some of the women that have kind of paved the way for us. So first up, Christine Ross was the first woman to obtain CPA licensure in the United States when she passed the CPA exam back in 1898. It did take a year and a half to receive her certificate. Board of Regents finally decided to allow women to be granted one on December 21st, 1899. Moving on to Mary T. Washington, she was the first female African American to earn her CPA. Washington is known for founding one of the largest African American owned accounting firms in the United States, Washington, Pittman, and McKeever. Mary started out as an assistant at Binga State Bank, and she spent her life dedicated to working at her firm and further influencing the profession. Moving on to Maggie Lena Walker, she was the first female bank president. The St. Luke's Penny Savings Bank, which was founded in 1902, was a community lending institution designed to promote savings and home ownership, especially among women and racial minorities. The bank served the Richmond, Virginia area for several years before it merged with 2 other banks, where Walker went on to serve as the chair of the board. By 1920, St. Luke's had helped more than 600 people buy homes, and Walker proved to be a true visionary and leader at a time when women did not yet have the right to vote. Victoria Woodhull and Tennessee Claflin were sisters who broke the gender barrier on Wall Street when they ran the first female-owned brokerage. Although they battled blatant sexism, they made millions putting their male counterparts to shame. Woodhull actually made the first recorded run for president as a woman, doing so 50 years before women were legally allowed to vote. Viola Mitchell Turner, who was born in 1900 in Macon, Georgia, began working as a cashier clerk at the North Carolina Mutual Insurance Company's branch office in Oklahoma City in late 1920. Turner moved to Durham, North Carolina in 1924 and began working at the insurance company's headquarters on Parish Street. As a secretary to the company's treasurer, her investment advice and portfolio management earned North Carolina Mutual over $1 million. Her financial acumen placed her among the savviest women investors in the country, and Wall Street brokers sought Turner out, bypassing many male executives and employees of the company to speak directly to her, who at the time was serving as the secretary. She pushed for equal pay and treatment for female employees, and then in 1957, she was elected treasurer and later vice president of North Carolina Mutual, becoming its first female executive. And last but not least, Lilith St John became the first African-American woman to pass the New York Stock Exchange licensing examination in 1953. She originally hosted her own music television show on a local Milwaukee station before moving into investing. She began work as an investment counselor with Oppenheimer and Company, an aggressive Wall Street investment firm founded in 1950. So, you know, these women served a powerful place in our history, and they certainly paved the way for our current female leaders that we have in the accounting and finance industry who have been able to shatter those glass ceilings. Some of the today's trailblazers, Tracy Travis, who is the CFO of the Estee Lauder Company since 2012. The Estee Lauder's company is a $60 billion fashion powerhouse and owner of brands like Tommy Hilfiger, DKNY, and Bobbi Brown. She was responsible for global finance, accounting, investor relations, information technology and strategy, and new business development. She started her career in 1983 as an engineer and financial analyst at General Motors, working on new product ventures. Next up is Thasunda Brown Duckett. Although her parents faced financial struggles growing up, Duckett's parents encouraged her to pursue big dreams, which she did, becoming one of the most powerful women and Black executives in finance. She started her career with an internship at Fannie Mae, and before she was 40, she was running JP Morgan's auto finance business. She then moved on to the CEO of Chase Consumer Banking, where she led the division's digital and physical transformation, including the bank's first major branch expansion in a decade. Financial health and inclusion has been a focus of hers along the way. Moving on to Joyce Chang. She is the chair of global research at JP Morgan, and she found an opportunity during the pandemic to push towards virtual conferences with clients and assisted them also with untangling issues raised by the pandemic and helping them make sense of the new world we've been facing. In early April, just weeks after the pandemic was declared, the bank did its first fully virtual conference for clients. As clients tapped her team to make sense of the new world, she doubled her output as well as readership for those reports. Chang said the biggest thing we did was we didn't let a crisis go to waste, which that one really hit me. It changed the speed at which we analyzed problems. We found ways to fill gaps when we didn't have expertise and to be creative on the way we delivered to clients. And finally, Jamie Miller. Cargill Inc., the world's largest agricultural commodities trader, named Jamie Miller as its first female chief financial officer in its 156-year history. She previously served as a senior vice president and CFO at General Electric Company until February 2020. Cargill's executive team members are usually promoted from within, and Miller is only the second outsider to join as a CFO. And currently 5 of the 12 members of their executive team are women. So looking at some statistics, according to Bloomberg, Fortune 500 companies now hold a record number of female chief financial officers, with the current number at 90. The rise of female finance chiefs has been attributed to a deliberate focus on C-suite and board parity by investors, as well as the strong competition out there for personnel, forcing companies to search harder for suitable candidates. Right now, women make up around 61.7% of all accountants and auditors in the U.S. While women are 50% of all full-time staff at CPA firms, they make up just 27% of partners and principals. However, we are seeing a growing trend when it comes to women on management committees, with that average around 30% in 2019 compared to 19% in 2014. Based on a Wall Street Journal ranking, the most 20 diverse firms have an average operating profit margin of 12% compared to 8% for the lowest ranking companies when it comes to diversity. Now I'll move on to some of the trends in accounting and finance. So this first one is a favorite of mine: automation. We are certainly moving towards automation of routine rules-based tasks. And this was true before the pandemic, with over 50% of finance and accounting professionals indicating automation would impact how their company performed its work in the next 1 to 2 years in a Deloitte IMA survey released in August of 2020. During the pandemic, when the remote financial close became a reality for most finance departments, those who had some automated processes already in place fared much better than those that did not. Finance leaders are making greater investments in cloud computing and software as a result. And this is whether, the remote financial close is here to stay, or if we see some sort of hybrid approach in the future when we get back to our new normal. Next up is remote working. I think we can all relate to this. Certainly it's going to become a norm for finance teams. According to a June 2020 PwC survey, 54% of CFOs plan to make remote work a permanent option. But there are a couple critical steps that we have to put into place before that can be successful. First, companies have to commit to providing the right technologies and tools to their staff to enable them to telework. And then secondly, companies must champion teamwork and collaboration among individual teams and cross-functionally throughout the organization. As many of us have seen, lack of in-person contact can make employee engagement and productivity suffer. So it's really important for companies to build and maintain corporate culture with the help of both the HR and the IT departments. Employee town halls, special virtual events, and open communication with employees at all levels of the organization are key to making remote working successful. Managers also must have a virtual open door policy with employees and all stakeholders of the organization to ensure that communication chain continues to flow. Moving on to ESG, so environment, social, and governance reporting will become more important than ever. This area is certainly gaining new focus as consumers expect more corporate responsibility, but also it serves as an important organizational risk mitigation tool. Today, finance teams and senior management are better able to connect improved organizational performance with implementation of sustainability measures. For example, organizations can realize a decrease in costs when they minimize their physical office footprint, which also lessens the environmental impacts. Going forward, ESG will no longer be perceived as a cost, but rather a benefit for organizations in the future. Next up, enterprise risk management. And this is certainly becoming a finance accountability. Lessons learned from the COVID pandemic is that a crisis can emerge suddenly and overtake all one's plans and expectations for the future. Companies are going to become more focused than ever on mitigating risks, whether it's environmental, reputational, financial, and certainly the role of finance in prevention will become more crucial. Utilizing the proper framework, management accountants can better anticipate and prepare for disruptions and natural disasters with plans and procedures in place for business continuity and remote work. Moving on to diversity, equity, and inclusion. In addition to being the right thing to do from a core values perspectives, companies focused on DE&I will have a competitive edge. In 2019, the Wall Street Journal ranked companies in the S&P 500 by levels of diversity and inclusion. They found that the top 20 companies had better operating results on average than the lowest scoring firms as far as commitment to DE&I. Companies that promote DE&I see enhanced corporate reputation, more innovation, ease in attracting top-tier talent, and the DE&I initiatives can create a stronger corporate culture and more engagement from employees, especially at a time when employers need them to put forth their best efforts, think of solutions to ongoing problems, and collaborate as a team. And finally, upskilling. The Institute of Managerial Accountants recently conducted a global survey of finance and accounting professionals, posing questions related to COVID impacts on staffing, revenue management, upskilling, and reskilling. A primary finding of the survey was a concern by finance and accounting professionals about whether their current professional skills will still be relevant in the post-COVID-19 era. Continuous learning, which is easier than ever now with endless online learning opportunities, will be the key to finance and accounting professionals gaining the skills that they need to remain competitive and relevant. And so in honor of Women's History Month, I wanted to wrap up the presentation by sharing one of my favorite pieces of art, which is the Fearless Girl statue designed in 2017 by artist Kristen Visbel. The statue stands outside of the New York Stock Exchange. Fearless Girl is a mere 50 inches tall. However, she is meant to send a message regarding gender diversity in the everyday workplace. The plaque that sits below her states, "Know the power of women in leadership. She makes the difference." So that concludes my presentation. I want to thank everyone so very much for your time, and please stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that beautiful presentation. And thank you for your time and even agreeing to do this. Next, I know Ron is out. He did have a message, and he wanted me to just say that he would like to thank all of the MBEs for their continued support. And we definitely look forward to serving each of you in better in 2021, and would love to learn the best way on how to do that. He also said, please register for the events that we schedule throughout the year, and we would like to spotlight every month a different MBA and what they do. So that was from Ron. Dominique, I think you're up next.
Yes, thank you. And Stacy, thank you for that fantastic presentation. Are you still on?
Yes, I am. You're very welcome.
Yeah, that was outstanding. And I hope that our listeners picked up on all of the trend hints that you provided, because those trends impact all of our MBEs. So thank you so much for providing that insight. Up next, I want to give an update from my team members. There's a few things going on that we want you all to know about. So I'm going to start with corporate services with Greg. Greg, are you on?
Yes, I am. Thank you, Dominique. Excuse me. Yeah, so actually, I know we're going to talk a bit about the AMP 21 that's coming up, so I'll leave that for Debbie or whoever is going to talk about that. But I did want to make sure that you all were aware that we do have two, I think, really informative lunch and learns coming up that I would love to make sure that everyone is aware of and is ready to participate in. On April the 1st at noon, from noon to 1, we will have one of our newest corporate members, which is 84 Lumber, will join us and have a lunch and learn with Dominique. So please mark your calendars. You'll see more information about that upcoming. And the second one will be on April the 21st, which is with Volvo. So please, again, mark your calendars for those. You'll get more information about it, but I want to make sure that we share with you those opportunities. You know about them, and please just put a hold on your calendar for those times. Both of them will be conducted with Dominique, and we will have, I think, some great information for each of us, and in particular for our MBEs. So that's my update. Oh, one other point that I'd like to make too is we're finishing out the quarter with 8 new corporate members that we have, that we've brought into the CVMS DC family, but we're always looking for more. So we would be remiss if we got off this call and did not mention to you all, if you know of someone or if you know of some corporations out there that you believe should be a part of this council, please let us know. Please make a warm introduction if you can, and just we look forward to talking with you. That's right. The update that I have, and I'll turn it back over to Dominique.
Thank you, Greg. And Larry, of those new corporations, are any in the MLP ring? I think we have a few. Larry or Greg?
Yeah, so SCRA, who they were actually not able to be on this call today. They'll be on our next call. They are the South Carolina Research Authority, but the title, and they realize this, is a little bit misleading. They do a lot of work with MBEs, with all businesses, all small businesses, but they are looking to do even more with MBEs in the state of South Carolina. And they particularly for businesses that I would say are around 1 million in revenue and below. They provide grant opportunities, and it is something that we're going to let them come on and really share with you because they'll give you the full story. But that is something to keep in mind. And if you want to reach out to them, please contact me or Larry, and we can get you in contact.
Okay. I think there was also South State Bank.
And that's correct. South State Bank is our newest. I would say, well, they're all new. So they have recently joined us, and we will. One of the things that we have been intent about is trying to get additional financial resource as a part of our council. And they're our newest bank to join us, and we can get you additional information on them. And again, we'll get them on future ring meetings.
All right. Thank you so much. Marjolette, are you available to give an MBE update?
Yes, I am. I actually do not have an MBE count update to give you today. However, I do have some things I want to talk about. The first thing are our development programs. I understand a lot of you want to go to Kellogg and Tuck, but we have two very, very excellent programs. The Sunoco Leadership Program that is 12-month program, as well as the University of Richmond Executive Management Program. That's going to be equivalent virtually to a 2 or 3 month program. I will tell you that this is an excellent opportunity if you are on the call, you're a certified MBE, and you have not attended to definitely, I'm sorry, I thought I had my camera on, grow your business and develop your business, because that's what we're here for. We're here to advocate for you and to give you tools to help grow your business and create wealth for your business. So the only thing you have to pay is a $95 fee for the application, but this is a $5,000 scholarship that's going to be provided to you through a corporate partner. So this is an investment in your business. And so I invite everybody who has not, they can go on to our website under the category is events, and then development. There's a link to the application there. And if you aren't able to find that, please get in contact with me. I'll be happy to send it to you. But those programs will be beginning soon. So if you want to take advantage of this, I strongly encourage you to apply as soon as possible. Okay. And another thing I want to talk to everybody about is if you have not, since you certified, updated any information on your profiles that you have changed, I strongly encourage you to reach out to myself or Kelly so that we can get that done, especially your descriptions. And I just have a mini story to tell you. I was giving a list to a corporate partner and almost missed an MBE because he did not specify what his niche was. He did not specify what his exact product deliveries are. And one thing I want you to understand is that what I see is what our corporate partners see. So when they're going into this database and they're searching for you, we want to make sure that they find you. We don't want you to miss any opportunities. So I encourage you to do that as well. Review your description and let me know if you have any revisions. That's all I have, Dominique.
Thank you so much, Marjolette. Now, next we'll go to Debbie to give an update on AMP, and then after Debbie, we'll go to Satrina to give an update on the AMP auction. Debbie?
Thank you so much, Dominique. My pleasure to be here with the MLP Ring. Great presentation, Stacy. Thank you so much for that. The challenge is on for registration. We are very intent on making AMP 21 the best annual meeting pro forum to date. We are virtual, so that's different. So the challenge for each ring is to have a minimum of 20 MBEs to register for this event, which is April 13th for annual meeting, April 14th for pro forum. Again, remember, MBEs, this is free of charge. So last year, annual meeting was the last time that we were all together live. There was an expense there. You can join us absolutely free. So there's no reason not to register. Please do so as soon as possible. We are looking forward to MLP Ring having the most MBE registration. And as we move into this season, we are looking to have some help from the MBE and corporate community. We have a heroes program where we would like to be able to recognize any heroes that have come out of or still heroes in this pandemic era. We do have some MLB, some Major League Baseball gift cards that we want to give away. We certainly want to give away some in this region. Our first hero came out of the Virginia ring. So if you know of someone who is a first responder, a hero through this pandemic, I encourage you to just send that information to me for consideration. Baseball season starts April 1st. So let's get those heroes nominated. Thank you so much.
All right, outstanding. Thank you very much, Debbie. And Satrina, give us an update on the auction because there's a competition going on there.
Can you hear me okay?
We can.
Okay, good, because I'm having some issues with my computer today. So thank you, Dominique. The deadline for submitting items for the silent auction is this Thursday, March the 25th. We will go live. Bidding will open Monday, March the 29th. We have quite a number of items that are coming in to be bid on. As Dominique stated, it is a competition, so we need all rings to be involved with the competition. MLP is doing fantastic with donations coming in. So again, the deadline to submit any items for the silent auction is this Thursday. Forms were sent out, I believe it was last week. So either they were sent from the ring leadership or from your staff liaison. So that is all I have, Dominique.
Thank you so much. And I just want to reemphasize and build on what Satrina said. Auction items can be anything inside the box or outside the box. A lunch with your CPO, some airline tickets that might be sitting in a closet somewhere. I know corporations collect points. We have quite a few folks on the line who've already donated. Lilies of Charleston. We're looking for some hotel stays. We're looking for experience packages. And we don't want you to ship any of that stuff in because we want you to hold on to it. And then when the winners announced, and we'll get it sent to them directly. But Satrina made it easy by creating a form. You can just upload your picture and a description of what you have and make it very easy. I've donated my son's cooking abilities. I've donated my husband's financial planning abilities. And so I've just stepped outside the box and come up with some creative packages to help the ring along. But we really need your assistance to come up with some ideas. So thank you so much, Satrina. Kelly, do you have anything that you want to share?
I don't. I'm okay. Thank you.
All right. Larry, did you have anything? I think we're good there.
No, tonight, Greg kind of covered everything. Thank you. By the way, great presentation, Stacy. A lot of good, very informative. Loved it.
All right. Outstanding. So back to you, Lori.
All righty. Well, next is just the round robin. Are there any updates on success stories or opportunities anyone would like to share?
So Laura, we found it great if we could go through each person that's on the call and just give them their 30 seconds of fame.
Okay, that's fine with me. Who do we have on the call? Who wants to go first?
Debbie, can you see and call out names down the line?
I can. So why don't we start with Alka is on the line. Good morning, Alka.
Let me unmute. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi. Good morning. Happy to be here this morning in the ring. And that was a lovely presentation, Ms. Peters. Loved it. So my name is Alka Manyapu. I'm from DataServe Technologies. We are a talent acquisition and staff augmentation company in a highly skilled IT and engineering professional services arena. We are based out of Greer, South Carolina. That's all about us. Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share, Debbie.
Thank you, Alka. Next, we have Deb Smith. Is Deb there? All right, we'll circle back. We have John Jones.
All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is John Jones with Big Star Training in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I'm glad to be here, and also a great presentation that we just heard. Big Star Training, we are the home of compliance training when it comes to online prevention of sexual harassment training / assault. I think most of you that's been watching the news know that sexual harassment and sexual assault is in the news each and every day. And what we offer is an opportunity for employers to provide a 1-hour employee course for their people, and then a 2-hour course for their supervisors. And here at bigstartraining.com, we're here and happy to provide that service. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, John. We're going to move on to Adrian Bridges. Adrian, are you on the line?
Hello, this is Adrian. Yes, I'm here.
All right.
Yeah.
You're up.
Yep, I represent My Realty Mate, and we're a company that helps employers get their employees moved across the country or across the world. I also work with Century 21, and we're in 82 countries and have 10,000 different locations. So if you are aware of a company that's interested in moving their employees in a mass scale, then we're more than happy to help get that accomplished. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you for sharing, Adrian. Next up, we have Christopher Jackson. You there, Christopher? You're on mute.
Good morning. My name is Christopher Jackson. I'm trying to get my camera to work, but I can't see where. So anyway, my name is Christopher Jackson. I'm the founder and CEO of Smart Technology. We're a manufacturing company where we manufacture anything from injection molding, plastics, and we do precision machining, and we do assembly and fabrication. So anything that's in plastics and anything that need to be made out of metal, that's what we do. And so anything that needs to be put together, that's what we do. And so I thank you for this opportunity being here on this ring this morning.
Thanks for sharing, Christopher. We're going to move on to Chris Schutz.
Yeah, this is Chris Zutz here from Raymond. We are architects and engineers. So if anyone on this call is looking for design support, making modifications to their buildings or space. And we also started off as building envelope consultants. So with all this rain we've been getting lately, if you've got leaky roofs or leaky walls, we'd love to come out and investigate and help get that remediated and repaired for you. Thank you. Happy to be here. Love this organization.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chris. Next up, we have Christy Powell.
Hey, good morning. I'm Christy Powell with 84 Lumber Company. I'm sorry I'm driving, so I'm not going to turn my camera on. You would just see the cars behind me. Thank you for the opportunity to be on today. Stacy, that was an excellent presentation. We are so honored to be able to be a sponsor for the Supplier Development Council this year. I'm on my way to Wilmington, North Carolina right now to meet with one of our general contractors doing a government project. And one of my big focuses is helping small businesses and minority businesses engage with these opportunities, government opportunities. So we're actually introducing minorities to our general contractors or to the government agency. to help get a project completed. Thank you so much for this call today, and I look forward to seeing you on April the 1st.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Christy. So as Greg reported earlier, 84 Lumber is one of our newest corporate partners. And again, that Lunch and Learn is scheduled for April 1st, where Christy and the team will then give us some more opportunities, some information on opportunities. So thanks so much for joining.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, we have Derek Bridle.
Hi, yeah, Derek Bridell. I'm the president and owner of Carolina Rehab Works, and we provide physical therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy, and social work services. So I appreciate everybody, and sorry for the late attendance. I had trouble logging in today. Thank you.
Sorry for the trouble. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Next up, we've got Aisha Driggers.
Hi, this is
Aisha. Yep.
Yes, I am. I'm with the City of Columbia Office of Business Opportunities. We help businesses to grow or enhance, helping with like capability statements, offering webinars and trainings regarding the different needs of our business community. So glad to be here.
Thanks for joining us, Aisha. Great resource in the area. Next up, we've got Elise Guy. Elise, you're muted. All right, we'll move on. Next is John McGriff. John, you're up.
Hi, good morning. Thank you, Dominique, and thank you for the excellent presentation, Stacy. Always a pleasure to be in the meetings and appreciate all the good feedback. I'm with Diversified Supply Incorporated. We're a wholesale distributor of electrical equipment, commercial and industrial construction products, and MRO supplies for facilities maintenance. We welcome all opportunities to be of service for you and always appreciate the opportunities you all provide. Everybody be safe.
Thank you so much, John. Next up, we've got Khalid Malik. Khalid, unmute yourself.
Hi, everyone. My name is
morning.
Khalid. Good morning. My name is Khalid Malik from Green Turnkey. We have been operating in the energy efficiency space for over 12 years now. In this period, we've generated over 2.6 million in utility incentives and more than 235,000 in state and federal grants for owners of office buildings, retail shopping centers, and other energy use challenged properties where power failure is not an option. These upgrades can be accomplished at your facilities at no cost. And most recently, the Maryland Energy Administration has identified our microgrid project model as highly replicable and scalable. So thank you for your time and be safe.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining the call. Marguerite Z is up next. Marguerite.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Yep, my name is Marguerite Zahovich with Holly Receptionist, and we provide live answering services for businesses across the country. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. So we're able to answer calls for clients when they're not able to. So thank you for having me.
Thanks so much, Marguerite. All right, Marguerite was the feature in Friday's newsletter with President Dominique for her Milton Moment. So if you guys have not checked that out, make sure that you take a moment and look at it in the newsletter. Next up, we've got Thurman Pate.
Yes, good morning. Can everyone hear me this morning?
Yes, sir.
Yes, great presentation this morning. My name is Thurman Pate, and I'm a district manager with MLU Power Services. We're new to the area, but we're not new to the federal area. We work with FEMA over the years quite a bit as far as with different projects when it comes to hurricanes and different things as such. We're branched out now and now we're working in the nuclear industry. We're now presently working at Southern Company, Southern Nuclear Company out at Plant Vogel, now working out there, subcontracting with them. We provide subcontractors as far as with mechanical maintenance, anything with subcontract management, elevator maintenance, and different sources, any type of services that we can provide for you. We supply our different safety supplies and different things as such, procurement services, and anything of nature you probably can think of as when it comes to services combined. We're a minority-owned, women-owned company. So we will appreciate the opportunity to be in here this morning, and we will appreciate any opportunity that you can give to us. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Thurman. Next, we have Tracy Richardson. Tracy, you there? Are you able to unmute?
Yep, sorry. Took me a little while to get to the mute button. Good morning, everybody. This is Tracy. I'm with Lilies of Charleston, and we are located in Charleston, South Carolina, where we produce hot foods, barbecue sauces, and seasoning mixes based on our family's recipe. Glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Tracy. I can attest that I put Tracy's Lilies of Charleston on everything. If you haven't tried it, try it. All right. We have a couple of telephone numbers. I have an 803 telephone number. And anyone that I may have missed?
Hi, this is Andrea Johnson. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, great. Yes, good morning. I tried to speak earlier, but I was on audio and y'all had us muted, but thank you so much for coming back around. I'm Andrea Johnson. I'm the owner of Daily Professions, and we specialize not only in devotional books and framed art, but our main niche in CVMSDC is our Sweet Moments dessert line. And so just excited about the information, hearing that today. Thank you for the presentation. Just some exciting things going on with our business. And Dominique will be pleased to hear this, we have 5 restaurants that we already service every week, but we just picked up Sneed Farm Country Club as one of our corporate customers. They order desserts from us every week, which has been huge for us. So that's been exciting. That's in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. And we're also excited about being picked up by another restaurant, and we're going to actually, it's up and coming. It's opening at the end of April, called 6 Mile Eats, and we're going to actually have our dessert is going to be on their menu, a couple of our desserts, and as well as in their to-go section. So super excited. It just has been growing. As you all know, COVID really caused us to shift in a lot of ways, all of us, and I'm just excited about contributing even more to the CVMSDC and helping it paying forward as we're continuing to grow as a business. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for sharing, Andrea, and kudos on your success.
Thank you so much. Thank you. To God be the glory.
Is there anybody else that I overlooked? Anybody else want to share?
Tracy, can you share the good news that you share with me? Is that public knowledge yet?
Trying to remember. We've got so much stuff going on.
It was a drugstore.
Yeah, we have gotten, like Andrea said, congratulations, Andrea, just put that in the notes. With COVID, everybody's shifting, and we were doing a lot of food service, and we have shifted to retail, and we have recently acquired the southeastern part of the country for CVS grocery stores. So we'll be in the CVS stores. We also picked up southeastern region for the Fresh Market. So we'll be in the South Carolina stores for Fresh Market. CVS is the Florida, North and South Carolina stores. So yes, we're really, really excited.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you both for sharing and for your added success. Excellent. Debbie.
All right, kudos on that. And Lori, I'm going to turn it back to you. Thanks everybody for sharing.
All right, yes, thank you everybody. Well, if there's nothing else, I just definitely want to say thank you. Thank thank you for my guest speaker, and I really appreciate her taking the time to speak to all of us today. It was very, very inspiring message that she gave. I want to thank you all for joining today also, and I hope to see you next month. Also, I just wanted to kind of reiterate, please register for the events that we scheduled out for the rest of the year, and also for the AMP meeting that we have coming up. And if there's nothing else, Dominique, then looks like I'm giving you all a few minutes back, about 9 minutes, and I appreciate you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much for hosting. Thank you for the leadership of the team. I look forward to seeing everyone at our annual meeting on April 13th. Have a great rest of your week.
Yes.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank
Be
you,
safe.
everyone.
Have a great week.
Thanks, everyone.
Christy. We just finished.
Oh, did you?
Got Christy Powell.
Let me see how your face works.
Oh, it was.
Told you to get your.
Yeah, I got to do that. So.
Oh, the sun's shining.
Yeah.
But it's not bad, babe.
Yeah, but somehow I had my camera turned off. I'll turn my camera off like that. But I put that thing. I could put something dark up. So I might, the thing that we had.
Wait, do the green screen. What's the green screen? Did you try?